Hey guys, welcome to another season of Breaking Bread, and we're starting off right at Father Jamie's parish, Mary Queen of Heaven, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of another season of Breaking Bread, and I'm so excited. This is season 3 for those of you who are counting, and according to Breaking Bread tradition, we are starting off right here at Mary Queen of Heaven, Father Jamie's parish. So let's go inside, see what he's been up to, and maybe even do a little cooking. You ready? Let's go. So we're gonna start this episode off in one of my favorite kitchens in all of Brooklyn, Monsignor Jamie's kitchen.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Right here at Mary Queen of Heaven, and this is it with season 3 of Breaking Bread. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe how quickly time has gone by.
I know. I'm so excited, and I've been getting a lot of great feedback about the show.
Right?
People love you, and they love the places that we've been going
Well,
to.
they love you too, Tati, I have to say. Everywhere I go, like, people stop me, hey, that show, don't you please on that show? Yeah, how's Tati? Yeah, she's doing great.
And people say the same thing to me, how's Father Jamie? Or now Monsignor Jamie.
Yes, a lot has happened since the last season.
That's
you heard,
right. That's right. Our very own Father Jamie has a title. Let's explain, because people
Yes.
are kind of confused. And I'm
Well-
like, well, he's Monsignor Jamie now, and so how does
Well,
that go?
it's a title. It's no different than any other priest. I'm still a parish priest, and I do have a job with the bishop, but I do everything a parish priest does. And it's an honorary title that the bishop gives to someone, and this year he gave it to 7 priests were made Monsignor. It's to recognize a priest for what he's doing and what he has done. And it's a great honor to the parish, too. It really is. It really is.
Right.
Because this parish has had a number of Monsignors, and Monsignor Burns has been here for a number of years, over 30 years. So it's a great honor for me and my family, but also for the parish. I mean, it's great.
And we're happy too, because I know a lot of times people don't know all the other things that priests do. It's not like you're napping until Sunday morning. You know, you guys are doing a lot for people and doing a lot of reaching out. So we are totally excited. And your party was off the hook. You guys aren't going to believe this party that I went to.
I had a few of my closest friends there.
A few hundred people were there. Literally, it was crazy. It was just so much fun, and I could not keep up with one of your friends. I was on the dance floor having a good time. I literally
Well,
had to stop.
Tati, we're on television. Don't tell too much.
Okay, I won't tell too much, but I literally had to stop. Like, I can't dance anymore.
It was a joyful celebration.
It was
really
wonderful.
Everyone had a great time. The parish, everyone in the parish came out. It was good.
Yeah, the party was great. It was such a celebration. But I got to tell you, even my mom was delighted when you got the title of Monsignor.
And I've never even met your mom.
I know, but she knows you from the show. She feels like she knows you. She was thrilled. We have a bunch of fans in Boca Raton, Florida. We're coming up in the world Breaking Bread. My mom has posters of the show all over her cafe,
Wow.
and she's got people watching us on the website, which is awesome. Absolutely
That's
great.
great. That's great.
Yeah, so what's all this deliciousness over here?
Well, I have to tell you a little, I didn't make it. Even though maybe I could, but I don't have the time. But I have a cook, and a couple of years ago, our former cook retired, and I was looking for a cook. So there was a woman that comes to church, an Italian lady, and she comes to church every day, and she's a little down in the dumps. A number of years ago, her daughter passed away. So I wanted to try to lift her up a little bit. I said, Laura, how about cooking in the rectory? And she said, no, I could never do it. I said, yes, she can. So I kind of twisted her arm. Well, it was the best thing to happen. She's a lovely lady. She enjoys coming here. And little did I know that she makes homemade bread.
Whoa.
Homemade.
That's homemade?
Homemade, from scratch.
Wow.
Homemade donuts, as she says, donuts, which are
Donuts.
delicious.
We're going to meet her later on in the show, right?
Yes. So,
I'm excited about that. She's going to teach me how to make something?
homemade pasta.
Perfect.
Fettuccine pasta from scratch.
Perfect. I'm
On
really
her
excited.
own little macaroni machine that she brought from Italy.
Like a machine, like she cranks
Yes,
it out.
Yes.
I gotta see this. I
not
gotta
electric.
see this. I'm really excited. But we're also doing something different on this episode. This time we're gonna go to one of my favorite places to eat and one of your favorite places to eat.
Just one?
Just one. I know you have a lot.
I'm gonna pick out one. All right, I'll try.
Should we tell them where we're going? Give them a
No.
little hint?
No.
Okay. So you guys are gonna have to stick with us. When we come back, I'll be making fresh fettuccine from scratch, and then we'll be going taking you guys around some special places here in Brooklyn.
See you then.
Welcome back to Breaking Bread, everyone, and back to Monsignor Jamie's kitchen. And this is Laura, his cook, and I finally get to see all about this fresh pasta made from scratch by Laura herself. Now, when I say from scratch, I mean this is just flour.
Flour, water, eggs, and a little touch of salt.
Amazing.
You knead it all together, you mix it, you let it rest for about 3 or 4 hours. And now, Laura's gonna show us how to form the pasta in her famous pasta machine.
Okay, I started. Flour first, make sure no stick.
And then it goes right in that machine.
Go straight in the machine.
Which Laura's had for 40 years, I hear.
I have the machine for 40 years.
Brought it
Quando come in this
from Italy.
country con my husband and 4 children, I bring the machine.
So you brought your husband, your 4 children, and the pasta machine.
And the
in
pasta-
that order, or the pasta machine first?
That's the machine
Then your
first.
husband.
She needed a pasta machine for that big family. My goodness.
So now you do this what? How many times about?
3, 4.
3, 4 times. So after you do it 3 or 4 times, you then have to cut it?
No,
or
I don't
shape
cut.
it?
I just dry it a little.
Okay.
So it goes through this machine 3, 4 times, but maybe even more until we get it to this consistency, which is this perfectly flat and ready to cut pasta, right,
So
Father
now
Jamie?
we're going to try it and cut it, right? We put this.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to cut it?
Now
Yeah.
we're going to cut it.
Okay.
Put
So
this
there's another
piece on.
piece to the pasta making machine. Just clip
Okay.
that right on.
So that goes to shape it and to
It's
cut it.
amazing.
Okay.
40-year-old pasta machine. They don't make things like that anymore.
Look.
That's something you buy one time.
Okay. One hand is in the way.
Very nice. Now how long will you have to let this sit before we can boil it and cook it?
I really can stay up for tonight, that's okay. 2 hours, 3
2
hours.
or 3
that's
hours. And you let it dry up a little bit.
That's it.
Monsignor Jamie, you are so lucky to have fresh pasta around. That's amazing.
Not only do I eat fresh pasta, I have fresh tomatoes. She jars her own, she grows her own tomatoes during the summer, and then she jars them, and all year long we have fresh tomatoes.
Delicious fresh tomatoes. Well, you know what? When we come back from break, we're gonna try this fresh tomato sauce and this fresh from scratch pasta, and I'll tell you how it is. Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
I
Thank
can't
you,
wait to
Laura.
taste it. We'll be right back. Let's not waste any time. We just can't let this sit here
You
like
ready?
this. Yes.
And I've been busy all day preparing this.
I saw you working. Monsignor was breaking a sweat over there. I just
I-
sat here and observed.
I love making homemade pasta. It's one of my favorites.
Gosh.
A little fresh Parmesan cheese on
Love
there.
some. Ooh, this is how you're living every day? Just,
Well, not every day.
this is some
Most days.
fabulousness right here.
Let me know how it tastes.
Good is not enough of a word for this. But I'm being honest, this is fantastic. But I'm gonna take it easy. I think what I'll do is I'll just pack some and take it home with me because we've got a lot more to cover on this episode. We're gonna go to one of your favorite places
Great.
and one of my favorite places, but we're not gonna give it all away. So stay with us and we'll be on our way after a few more bites of food. After a few more.
And a little sip of wine.
Yeah. So this is Giando's.
Yes, Tati. I have a lot of favorites, as you know. But this is one of my old favorites.
So when you say old, we're talking how old?
Like 20 years.
Wow. Let's get in there. I got to see this place.
Let's go. Well, Tati, here we are at Giando's on the water, and we're here with Diana, who's the manager here at Giando on the water. And I've been coming a long time, right, Diana?
22 years, exactly.
Wow.
I met Monsignor Jamie before he actually was a priest.
Okay,
He actually had his ordination party here. And then he had his Monsignor party here.
Wow.
And who knows? You never know.
Well, let's not go there.
parties did you have? Wait a second.
Well, over the
went
years.
and it wasn't here.
Well, my first party, it was my communion party, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
22 years ago.
Confirmation party.
Confirmation, okay.
party.
But the food here is absolutely fabulous. And I think we have a little appetizer here.
Yes, we have a little shrimp Teresa, named after the owner's mom.
Oh, really?
Yes, shrimp Teresa was...
The owner, Anthony
Yes,
Prudenti?
Anthony Prudenti. His mom was in the kitchen 40-something years ago and came up with this shrimp Teresa dish and baked clams,
Wow.
which is an Italian delicacy.
Tastes cool.
Yes.
So tell me how did you guys first meet? What was your first impression of Monsignor Jamie?
Actually, he came in and I said, nice looking guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he came in and he wanted to book a party for another priest who was becoming a Monsignor,
Okay.
Father David, Monsignor David. And he arranged the whole party. And that was really our first party because we were newly
Brand new,
opened.
right.
Yes.
But I know I'm not the only priest that comes here.
No, we have many priests and the bishop comes and we've been blessed.
A lot of sisters.
A lot of
come here.
sisters come, and there are many nights that there's many sisters and many priests, and we don't know if we should say hello or Jennifer.
Well, you never have to change much for me.
No. Only because I knew you before you were a priest.
But they have
So-
many items, many
Oh.
things on the menu that are great. And Anthony Prudenti, who's the owner, he likes to fish. And a lot of times when he goes out fishing, he brings back fresh fish and you get it on the menu.
And then you can get it here.
Oh,
and
right,
actually
right,
eat it.
Yes, he brings it in, and ice, and they actually,
The best fish.
That's awesome.
Fresh.
And that's what I call first-class home personal touch
Yes,
service.
yes.
exactly.
Well, between your large population of religious people who eat here and having really good food doesn't hurt. This shrimp Teresa is really delicious.
Excellent.
Very good.
Enjoy.
But we're also going to get into the kitchen. What are we going to cook in the kitchen? One of your favorites, right? What is it, Monsignor?
Yeah, penne alla vodka, one of my favorite dishes here.
Well, I can't wait to get in
And
there.
if you think Laura's pasta was great, wait till you taste this.
Okay, I won't tell Laura that you said that.
Oh, please. I'll be searching for a cook in the
Yeah, I
restaurant.
know. Well, I can't wait to get in there.
Well, we're going to go in the kitchen and prepare some pasta. And
Yeah, he knows where everything is.
He knows where it is. Just follow him,
He
right?
knows, he knows.
I can do that. I can do that. So,
so
you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you,
Okay,
Diana.
let's go. I'll take you in there. Well,
Great.
you can actually take her.
Follow me.
Okay.
All right, everyone, we're here in Giando's kitchen, Father Jamie's favorite restaurant in Brooklyn. And this is Manny, the chef here. And tell me what you're gonna make again.
Penne alla vodka, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I
this
think
is
Manny's going to show me, but I mean, he's going to do most of it.
Okay, well, I can assist. I'll hand you guys stuff.
You want
And
to
this
help
is
me?
one of your, I'll help, yeah. This is one of your favorite
Yes,
dishes
it's one
here.
of the well-known dishes. It's one of my favorites.
Awesome.
Wait.
Let's do it.
Olive oil, please.
Olive
Olive
oil.
oil. Extra virgin or regular?
Extra virgin.
Extra
Extra
virgin.
virgin.
Little onions.
Okay.
Sauteing the onions in a little olive oil.
So you let them saute a little bit
Yes.
Nice.
so they become transparent,
I
right?
like a little brown.
And now I see you have butter also. We're going to use that
Yeah, I'm gonna
later
use
on?
it.
Okay.
Now the second
Butter
one
and
we'll be using the
olive
prosciutto.
Prosciutto. I tell you, prosciutto and onion sauteed together.
You
The
like
smell, you smell it already,
It
right?
smells incredible. Everything smells good.
Now I'm going to
A little butter.
Yes. Butter.
I thought he was gonna put all that butter in
No,
there.
no. Heart attack delight.
When I saw that bowl, I was a little nervous.
I think
Now can I get vodka?
the vodka.
Vodka.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna flambe that a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Watch out. Here it comes. That's the part I like.
Ooh, yeah.
Feel that heat? Now, if
I
you
love
notice,
that.
that he took the frying pan away from the fire.
Heavy
What
cream?
is that?
Well, you don't want the whole pot, the whole bottle of vodka
I
to go up in
see,
flames.
I see.
A little heavy cream?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm never quite that adventurous at home trying to get the flames going on.
A little salt and pepper?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now I'm gonna use little tomato sauce.
Now that's just a regular marinara sauce, right?
Yeah.
Tomato sauce, plain, no meat.
No meat.
No meat.
You see already how as soon as you put the cream and the tomato sauce in together, it has that little orange, the flavor, the color changes right away. See how you notice, no measurements.
No.
All by the eye.
That's when it comes out the best.
Oh yeah.
So now it's ready for
All
Okay.
right, let's get the pasta heated up.
Now that pasta's already pre-cooked, right?
Yeah,
You always wonder how when you go to a restaurant the pasta comes out so fast. Because it's already pre-cooked and all you do is you blanch it and it's like cooking fresh pasta.
Yeah, because you couldn't possibly make fresh pasta every single time
Well,
you got an order in a restaurant.
Right, it'll
'cause
take too long.
Take forever,
so
right.
they pre-cook it and then when the order's ready, because you never know, when you go to a restaurant, people are eating appetizers and all of a sudden they're done and they want their main course.
Right.
So you have to have the pasta already. People hate to wait.
Yeah, they hate to wait. You know, I know the restaurant.
See how fast the
Routine.
pasta just,
Yeah, that's all you need.
right.
Add some cheese now.
Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
Again, no measurements. I love it.
Now a little this.
This is
that.
real cooking. Real cooking. Only time I measure is when I'm baking.
That smells good.
Smells awesome. I'm in pasta heaven today, I must say.
And then you just throw that sauce right on top. Wow. Manny, thank you. A little
more
Parmesan
cheese.
cheese on top.
Yeah, why not? I know you like it.
Usually in the dining room, they always pass that around.
Perfect.
Well, look at that. There you go, Tati.
Thank you. Thank you, Manny.
Manny, thank you.
We hate to make you cook and run, but you know, that's kind of what we do.
We have to eat.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know how it is.
We
Okay.
will.
So let me know. What do you think?
This is it right here. This is so good. The creamy, the tomatoey, the onion, right with that perfectly al dente pasta. This is good.
Delicious.
Delicious.
I told you that
Delicious,
the
delicious.
pasta would be better than the view here.
I mean, with the view plus this great food, how could you go wrong here? But save room in your appetite, because I still have a couple places to take you.
I hope it's not a pasta place.
No, we're done with pasta. We're done with pasta for the day. But it was all good.
Well, Tati, what'd you think?
I loved it. The penne alla vodka was delicious, and the view here is spectacular.
It's a great place, right?
It's a great restaurant.
A nice place to have a wedding, too.
Perfect New York City wedding spot, I have to say.
Have any in mind?
No. You just keep praying and we'll tell my mom about this place.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna take you to a place that has food from my country, Ethiopia. You ready to try something a little different?
I'm ready.
Let's go. So, Monsignor Jamie, finally I get to take you to one of my favorite places.
It's about time.
I know. Have you ever had Ethiopian food before?
Never.
Okay, well, this is Zoma, and it's one of the best places to have it in the city.
Let's go.
Okay, Monsignor Jamie, so welcome to my favorite pick for our first episode of Breaking Bread this season.
Thank you for having me here. It's my first time in the Ethiopian restaurant.
All right, well, this is Zoma, and this is the owner, Heno.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine.
So, Heno, how long have you guys been open?
Zoma has been open for 3.5 years now.
Okay.
And it's going strong, and we're hoping to have many more years.
Yeah, well, I think you guys are definitely. And I didn't just pick this place because I'm Ethiopian and it's an Ethiopian restaurant. It is one of the best places that you can go out to eat. Everything is very clean and modern in here. I love that. Did you do that on purpose?
Sure, I think it's my version of how I should present the food to the 21st century. So
Right.
therefore, I even here in the appetizer that I took the liberty to change what it is a traditional dish of azifa. I paired it with an endive leaf as opposed to serving it in injera because It's a different look at an old cuisine.
So why don't you explain to everyone at home exactly what azifa is? Because of course I know, but I know all of you don't know.
Azifa is boiled lentils, and it also has jalapeno and chopped onion, and also some lemon juice.
Right.
And here it's paired with an endive leaf because it's a little bit more acidic, so therefore the endive will help in the eating of the food. The lid sauce that's in the middle is jalapeno paste, and it's a little bit of garlic powder and salt.
Yeah, this is kind of like a little salsa of ours, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Coming from an Italian household, we've eaten lentils all the time, so I love one of my favorite dishes also.
You gotta try this. I love azifa. I've never had it in an endive leaf, so I'm excited to try this. But
Can't wait.
Very
nice.
Yeah.
Yes, you have outdone yourself with this one.
Thank you.
This is delicious.
I see what you mean by clearing the palate.
Exactly. That's one of the main reasons why I like to eat azifa before diving into a full Ethiopian meal, because it cleanses the palate before you get a whole new rush of other flavors and colors, and you're gonna love it.
But I have to say, it has a little bite to it.
It does.
It's the jalapeno end. And the
I like it
endive
so
helps
spicy.
with that as well. Yeah,
Very good.
Kind of a contrast to it.
absolutely.
So flavorful. I taste the garlic, I taste the lemon, lentils. Not
Excellent.
too soft, which I can't stand it when they're too soft, so this is
Little al
perfect.
dente.
A little al dente lentils, exactly. Exactly, wonderful. So what are we gonna make today?
We're gonna make our house special, which is Zoma tips. We're gonna go in the kitchen and prepare for that, and I'll meet you guys in there.
Great.
Okay,
Sounds
great.
good.
All right.
Continue
See
to
you in the
cleanse
kitchen.
palates.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, is it true, Tati, we do eat everything with our hands?
Yeah, we do. It's a different experience, but I think I'll get the hang of it pretty quickly.
I'm always in the game for a new experience.
Okay. Well, we'll eat a little more, and then I guess we'll go help Hanok out. Okay, guys, we're in the kitchen with Hanok, and he's gonna make an Ethiopian specialty, which is one of my favorites. It's kind of like a sauteed beef, but I'll let you explain it a little bit better.
Sure. We're gonna make our house special, which is beef tenderloin tips. What we refer to as tips is the stir fry that you referred to.
Exactly.
We're gonna start with fresh jalapeno, sweet onion, and some tomatoes. We also have some spices that we've ground up already, which has different garlic powder, salt, and paprika. We also have some dried rosemary, garlic powder again, and some salt, and I have some berberi, which is red eye chili paste.
Yes.
Nice and
Good
spicy.
stuff, nice and spicy.
That gives it that kick.
Yes. So let's get started.
So let's get started with the fresh onion. We already heated the oil and a little bit of the jalapeno. Get that going.
And one of the keys to good tips is a really hot pan, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like any tips for that matter. You gotta start with a hot pan. Otherwise, you just soak up the oil and not make any tips for our stir
It won't
fry.
be like fried.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're using a fresh, cut in cubes beef tenderloin, and just put that. And then a little bit of the spices, a little bit of the dried rosemary, and then give it a toss a little bit.
This is a quick dish.
Yeah.
Stir fry.
Stir fry.
Yeah, kind of Ethiopian stir fry. But you'll be surprised at the taste because we've got a lot of different flavors going on over there. So when it all comes together, it's just
Yeah, it's, and the key is to the fresh ingredient, and start with the fresh ingredient, which we do.
clearly there are no cans, no bottles, no nothing in Zoma. Everything is fresh here.
Then at the end, as it gets brown, we just add the bird eye chili. There you go. And let it cook through.
It's a nice blend of spices.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, a lot of people say it's spicy, but I think I rather refer to it as flavorful spicy,
Right.
rather than just burning your palate to death.
That's the good thing about Ethiopian food. It's not just heat. We've got, I mean, when he says spice blend, we're probably talking tens and tens of different flavors in there. It's not just like 2 or 3 different things. So you don't just get heat, you get a lot of flavor.
That's it. So we'll give this about 5 minutes to just cook through, and we're done. So we'll plate that and have it for lunch.
Now, what would you serve it with? Any
We
starch?
serve it, yes. Actually, which are very different than most traditional African cuisines. Ethiopian cuisine doesn't use a lot of starch like rice or pasta.
Right.
We use what's called injera. Injera is made out of, for lack of a better word, I would call it grain, F, but it's not grain. As a matter of
Very
fact,
fine
it's
grain.
Yes, it's actually from the grass family.
Right.
But it's very fine, it's very spongy in a sense, and it really works well with the cuisine because most of our cuisine, unlike this one, is in a stew form. So since we eat in our hands, with our hands, it works well with the...
Absorbs all the juice and
All
the
the
flavors
juice.
and everything.
It's
That's
delicious.
great. I have to say, this is a first for me.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to try it. I'm really excited for him to try it.
A couple of tomatoes.
It's perfect and ready to go. And I like my tips. This is not cooked all the way through. I like it a little bit rare in the middle. It's still tender and juicy.
Yes.
So we'll let that cook down just a bit more. We'll be ready to go.
Okay.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, I
It
can't
looks
wait.
great and it tastes even better.
Let's go.
Okay.
Now, Tati, you know what he forgot? The forks.
Well, that's the thing. We don't use any forks in Ethiopian food. We eat with the bread, which is called injera. So not only do you eat, is it communal eating, but we're eating with our hands too.
Oh, so what do we have here?
So, of course, this is the beef that we cooked called tips. And then traditionally, this is how food is served. Like this is a little collard greens, a little tomato salad, a little mild beef, mild chicken. We even throw an egg in there.
Well, whole-
It's delicious.
whole egg,
Yeah,
okay.
it's absolutely delicious. So dig in. So you just take it, just
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like a little,
Oh, all right.
and then. How good is that? Did
That
I
is
tell you you'd
delicious.
love this? Try something more mild.
Okay. It's almost like a stew. Mm-hmm. And the bread absorbs all the flavors.
After you've eaten all of this off the top, the bread on the bottom has just been soaking in all the juices from the stew and the dips, and you get to eat that too. That's like the surprise ending of the whole dish. It's fabulous. Do you like it?
It's delicious.
I knew you'd love it. You guys have to check out Zoma for yourselves too, and visit us on the web at netny.net/breakingbread. I'm Tati.
And I'm Monsignor Jamie. See you next time on
Breaking Bread.